First, he is accompanied by the good neighbor, John Ross. He is James Ross.
Tough little guy, man. He earned my respect on Saturday in Reynoldsville.
There you are. Ross and son. Look at these happy waving fools. You say little guy. I mean, he's a full-grown man now. You know, I think last I had heard he weighs around 205 pounds. A hell of an athlete.
Maybe it was theoretically,
I mean?
Maybe when his father quit treating him like a child,
yeah,
I'll quit seeing
it's
him as
so
a
weird to
little guy.
think about that this guy. Well, we'll get into that. Let's introduce the Rocker. His opponent tonight. He is from Paradise City. He is the Rocker, Kriss Sands.
That's my buddy right there, rock and roll all day.
Yeah. Man, he had, if you missed it Saturday night, I suggest everybody, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to beat you over the head with it, but we have the YouTube member program for $9.99 a month. You can keep up on all of the wrestling action. And I'm going to tell you what, you want to talk about a match that tore down. Trying to take a shortcut, but I just want to briefly touch on the fact that Rocker Kriss Sands absolutely tore it down on Saturday night against Gorgeous Greggy and literally came within an eyelash. A few things fall his way. You're looking at the heavyweight champion right now, and this kid's a hell of a competitor and come a long way. But, boy, do not undersell the skill and the wrestling IQ of James Ross, man. I think even you, a guy that's seen everything and been everywhere, you had to be impressed with what you saw Saturday night.
I absolutely was. A man well past his years in wrestling. It was an awesome night in Reynoldsville as a whole. I got to watch my buddy Kriss Sands almost become Imagine heavyweight champion. I was real proud of him. James Ross, hell of a competitor, hell of a wrestler. I can't stress enough he needs to get away from his father, the neighbor John Ross. He's ever going to reach full potential. Deep arm drag.
I love it, man. I thought I was going to see a shoulder block takedown there. And, boy, just the agility and the skill of Rocker Kriss Sands ducking out of the way, getting a beautifully executed Ricky the Dragon style arm drag. That's how it's done. And that's the skill that comes out of a accredited wrestling facility like the Imagine Dojo. Both these guys trained here, went different direction. One guy followed his father. The other guy went in the direction. What was that? He just kicked the ropes right into his guts. I can't tell if that's legal or not, is it?
Takes another arm drag for his efforts.
That's what it didn't look real devastating, and yeah, obviously it just jarred Rocker briefly.
It's nothing worse than when someone tries to cheat and fails at it. Like, cheating isn't bad enough.
Again, let's see what we get here. Let's see if we get a nice clean break coming up here.
James Ross, like I was saying, well beyond his years there in wrestling, makes a veteran move pattern out of the ring, comes back in, catching that arm drag from Kriss Sands.
And then makes mistakes like this. Runs the entire way across the ring while running his mouth. This is, some of the kinks that's got to be cleaned out. And beautiful dive bomber style neck breaker. This could be it quick. No, two only. Boy, that third hand was coming down quick.
Kriss Sands with that dive bomber neck breaker didn't even let his man get to a full vertical base before he hit that.
Went for that rocker dropper, ducked out of the way of that elbow. Beautifully done. I'm back at it. What's he going for? Is he going for a cutter? Oh, I think he was going for that sliced bread number 2.
Made a little bang your head for neighbor Johnny up there.
Yeah, why is neighbor John up there? That's ridiculous. Stay down, neighbor John. Oh, causes the distraction. Why am I not surprised by that? Beautifully delivered. Point of the knee directly into the point of the jaw. You can't do it any better than that. I don't like how they got here, but you got to admire the proficiency and the accuracy of that strike.
Beautifully executed. Shades of Tully Blanchard there with the knee to the jaw. Beautifully done.
You'll often see guys at the last second turn their head away if they can catch a glance of it coming. Rocker did not have a chance to see that and ate all of that right in the point of the jaw. And, one of the things that wrestlers, boxers, MMA guys are all taught, protect yourself as often as you can. He was completely unable to protect himself on that knee drop. And that is going to be a problem throughout this match. And any fighter, any man that's been in some sort of combat sport will tell you, you get caught in the point of the jaw, it changes your whole dynamic.
Another thing that's changing the whole dynamic here was neighbor John right there with the choke behind the ref's back. Neighbor John's holding a cold ginger ale on his head after being hit into that turnbuckle.
I wish he would get beat up, man. I'm so sick of neighbor John and the stuff. Oh, big splash in the corner. Follows it up. Grabs that suplex. And picture perfect suplex. May have knocked the wind out of the Rocker. I'll tell you what. I think that one big thing that happened differently on Saturday between James Ross and Rocker was the length of the match. While, James Ross was able to attack you from behind and focus mainly on offense, you were able to get in there and get sort of a sudden pin on him. That match did not go extensively long. Rocker and Gregory went 15 minutes hard, and a lot of that was Rocker getting beat on. So I think right now that's probably the difference in this match is the result of what happened on Saturday night.
Got a little bit fresher of James Ross because I made quick work of him. The Rocker had a war with Gorgeous Gregory. I thought for sure we were seeing Kriss.
Come on, that was right in front of the referee, and you want to make referee Kriss mad. He has a big thing about hair. He does not like guys getting their hair pulled for obvious reasons.
And we've seen him throw matches out before here on Wednesday. John Ross should stay out of this. He's only going to make it worse.
One thing, you don't want to get your hair pulled too much, especially if you don't have good genetics for hair. He tried to counter. And he got out of the way just in the nick of time.
That slight miscue.
This might be the opening that Rocker Kriss Sands was waiting on.
It gave him the opportunity he needed. Now let's see if he can get some momentum going here.
He's starting to build some momentum. He hit that double chop right in the sternum, tried to knock the wind out of him. Big drop kick shoots him all the way into the corner, and now Rocker has all the momentum. Here we go. Clothesline in the corner. Staggers out this James Ross, sets him up. Big, oh my God, what a DDT. That's got to be it right now. Whoa, James Ross showing some toughness. What a move. If Rocker can capitalize on that, this one's going to be over quick. I mean, real quick.
This Rocker's got the heart of a lion and a mullet like one, too.
Good God, this could be it. Going for that Rocker dropper. Tried to counter to James Ross. Countered, going for some sort of small package. Beautifully executed, reversed. Yes, he got him. What a beautiful counter to a counter. Come on now. Hey,
I can't let
no, stay here. Stay here. Jimmy, stay here. You are in no fighting condition. Come on now. This is ridiculous. Come on. Ring the bell. He's hitting him with a shoe. Honestly, who throws a shoe? This is ridiculous. These two are ridiculous.